Hey everybody, it's time for another Redneck review. This is Robert here, the Red Prince, and today I'm going to be reviewing Avengers number 26. Now, if you read my last review on this latest story arc of Avengers, you know that I'm not particularly digging this new arc. It feels like a sort of a rip-off of Forever Evil that's going on right now, but with evil Avengers. And I gotta say, I was expecting something more from Marvel, or at least just not a copycat story. I don't care if you copycat a story even, but man, I mean, you could pick a better time than right now till right before, I guess, Forever Evil is getting ready to just finish up and stuff like that. I don't know. Bad move on Marvel fans. And you know me, I'm the Marvel guy. I love it. That's why my friend got me to do this stuff. But I've gotta call BS when I see it. All right. Well, here we go. This comic starts off by it's done by Hickman and LeBronca again. It's a $3.99 comic. The front cover is pretty good. They give some great first. That's older Avengers sort of style, but it's working for me. All right. Well, anyway, just give you a little back review. Basically, an evil version of the Avengers has landed on Earth after their dimension was being basically collapsed under another universe's own weight, is basically what I'm getting the idea from this stuff is. But anyway, it starts back off with AIM, again, like it did the last one, a few months ago, where apparently there was a huge battle between the Avengers and someone else, and they're over here harvesting DNA samples from all of the Avengers. Apparently, I think this is right after the Star Brand incident, where they're all fighting the Star Brand, which was another cosmic bad guy that had the power to take them all down. You know, nothing surprising there. But anyway, we find it. The story picks up 3 weeks ago on AIM Island. The process continues, and they're trying to basically create adaptoids. Now, the last couple of story arcs we found that I've read with AIM, they've always been trying to create an adaptoid. What is an adaptoid? If you are familiar with the recent Avengers comics, it's a superpowered being that can take the abilities of other superpowered beings and incorporate it into itself. So like a Mazo or the Norman Osborn in the Dark Avengers Resurgence. That's how they can take the powers of whoever is in their way. It copies the powers and holds on to them for a while. So it's pretty cool. And it's not an original concept. Both universes have them, but AIM just seems to be focused on creating the ultimate weapon. There were religions once where the oracle of the gods would rip the steel beating hearts from the chest of human sacrifices. Here now we place ours in the chest of a dead thing, bring it to life through science. Evolution did not give rise to this. It was adaptation. We're ready, Doctor. And we see AIM, Frankensteining up, and yeah, it even sort of looks like a Mazo if you really look at it right there. But that's okay. That's not an original concept, but still, I'd rather have originality here. And the being starts to come to life, and it says up here, "Am I alive?" And the doctor answers yes. And better than simply being alive, you are made with a purpose. As you grow, your consciousness will expand. Your understanding of the world of many worlds will grow. But we should start with your base programming. Can you tell us what you are? Can you show us? I am an adaptoid. And he basically splits into 3 other adaptoids. Well, I mean, they created several other adaptoids, but they're taking the form of several Avengers at once, and they say, I am an adaptoid, improved from all previous models, enhanced, explorer class built to mine the multiverse. So basically, AIM has declared war on the multiverse, and that's why these new evil Avengers are there. But in New York 3 hours ago, like I said, there's this evil set of Avengers that are going around and basically trying to take over another Earth. Apparently, just like the crime syndicate, they ran their universe in the ground too and couldn't stop the destruction. So now they're taking over. Yeah. And here we see them right here come in here and come into our New York City, and they let this be your first lesson, peasants. This is an Avengers world. And I hate them using that line, because after Infinity, I loved how they said, this is an Avengers world now. That we save them, and now they're corrupting it. I'm hoping this doesn't go to pot for the Avengers before they actually can use that line again. All right. So we have him right here. See, this is what man craves: enlightenment. All things should know what they truly are, and now these have learned their place. It pleases me to watch them shatter. So they're going around causing wanton destruction. The evil Iron Man is over here going, be alert, the armor is registering some type of spatial anomaly, showing a 77% chance it's either a wormhole or a translocated space. There, above us, this portal opens up. What it ends up being is the AIM scientists unleashing and testing the adaptoids on these new evil Avengers. I guess they figure if they can beat these evil Avengers, the real thing won't be that big of a deal. So this Iron Man / Spider-Man Hulk one comes after and hits Thor, basically takes his own recreates his own hammer. One of them is accessing threat levels to Behemoth class metahumans identified. So basically these two are sent to go handle Wasp and Ant-Man, two adaptoids for the two strongest ones. And they get ready to come in there and take them down quickly, because it doesn't take much to take down Wasp and Giant Man. Initial encounter with one suggests that containment is questionable. Second target outcome also appears variable. So they're getting ready to take these guys down, and what happens? The Hulk, who is apparently under Wasp control, comes in and starts to beat stuff down. He goes, Hulk attack! Hulk attack! Carrier wave transmission detected. The beam is being controlled. So we find out that not only is this Hulk partially not evil, but he's being controlled by Wasp. And they go after her and basically break her control over the Hulk. So they get her off of her, and Captain America looks at him. Are you all right, Wasp? No, you idiot. The controller is gone. So they destroyed her controller. And the Hulk reverts back to Bruce Banner, where he goes, I've lost control of Banner. What in blue? Oh, the connection's gone. I'm free. It's okay, Dr. Banner, Wasp tells him. I know how awkward this can feel, being separated from the person you know you're supposed to be with. Come to me and I'll protect you until we can reestablish your connection. Really, it's okay, I promise. I'm here. He goes, yeah, I'm out of here. So basically it's kind of cool that they're not all evil, and of course it has to be Banner, the most walked on superhuman in the entire Marvel universe, but whatever. Ant-Man, can you use your powers on him? It might affect the I know, don't worry about it, I've got him. I'll just go microscopic and act it, and all of a sudden one of the adaptoids comes up and snaps his neck. So losing containment, reassessing initial objective. So basically they kill one of the Avengers. So all in all, it looks like a pretty good test for these new Avengers, for these new adaptoids in AIM. And the Avengers, these E-Vengers, let's call them that, are still trying to keep the fight on. We're too far out of our element here, General. Apparently this Captain America is called General America. Don't like that part either. We have to retreat now. Agreed. We'll come back for Banner. Thor, get us out of here. And basically, Thor teleports them away. AIM basically tells the adaptoids to pull back, and basically they consider this a successful test. They're able to take down the Avengers of that world. It shouldn't be too difficult for them to take down the Avengers of our world. So anyway, the meeting's still going on in the helicarrier, and this is one plot point that really kind of bugged me, that they're still trying to figure out what's going on with these new Avengers, that they haven't sprung into action. They're not like, okay, there's another class of heroes out there wrecking our good name. So yeah, it's losing some points with me. But so I'll ask again, Maria Hill goes, exactly where were all of you 3 hours ago? But Black Widow says I was doing my nails. The you know Captain Marvel says I was working out. Thor goes I was drinking, having my nails done. Tony Stark says as he puts his stuff on. And Captain America just says, "Look, this wasn't us, Maria. I can't explain it, but I'm pretty sure that if pressed, I could account for everyone. I think it might be time to start looking outside the box. Quite a bit outside of what I'm seeing is correct. While on Earth, all of our bodies absorb a certain amount of radiation from our local star. He goes, the sun, a fairly specific type according to its exact age and size." So, they basically figure out, Hyperion, who is sort of like a Superman character, can tell just by the amount of radiation that this body of Ant-Man has that it's not him. Don't like that explanation. I thought it could be a little bit better, but anyway, it just is one. They're like, okay, so I'm willing to grant this is not you, but how do we find them? He goes, sure, it's not our Hank Pym, he tells him, which I could have told you already. The eyewitnesses accounts for your agents conversing with which Avengers did they say they were there. Field report shows a consensus on Thor and Hulk. Others mention Cap, Wasp, and you, actually. Perfect. Excuse me. If you'll let me... Good. Okay. A few more questions. So, basically, types in all this stuff in there. We find out that Iron Man, where there's descriptions of the armor I was wearing, color, style, things of that nature. Yeah, it's referenced in the field report. Just, what do you think, Tony? All of my armors have a built-in transponder code. Lets me find them anywhere in the world. If we're lucky, then I'll be able to use that to triangulate their position. Find out where these so-called Avengers are. Oh, that was quick. Got a hit. And they're in Times Square, right in their backyard. And hey, I mean, they don't know that there's any other Avengers in this world just yet. So the story switches back to New York, where the other Bruce Banner goes. Apparently, a lot of stuff happened in that world the same as in our world, and he goes back to the same hotel where, obviously, Bruce Banner, the other Bruce Banner from our world, is being held. So how did he know that, other than the fact that it was there? Okay. So the story switches back, and this is basically the end of the comic. Back to AIM Island, where the adaptoids are being processed and attended to by the AIM positions, and what happens is they start to, basically what happens with all adaptoids in that amount of power, just like a Mazo. Mission complete. Secondary mission complete. They're going through all their stuff. They default. They basically start to default and go through their programming, what they're supposed to do, even though they're shut down. Defaulting to homogeneous design. Is this optimal design? Awaiting instructions. Negative. Explorer class online. Adaptation available. Independent user defined. Function supersedes mimicked form. Rejects original designs. Perimeter. It's a lot of technical talk, but anyway, they start to change into these new forms of the adaptoids. So there's two threats going on right now, and a story that is really lackluster at best. It's just it's a copycat story with an Amazo clone. So all in all, guys, I'm so sorry about this. I hate to do this to an Avengers comic, but I am going to be as fair as possible. I'm going to give it a 3. 3. No, I'll even go lower than that. I'm going to give it a 2.75. Because this was not even that good of a story. I mean, it just had the Avengers on here, the good Avengers on here for a conversation. These evil Avengers are being, knocked around, so they're not going to make a good story. And now there's even less of them than there was before. I just can't buy that. And the art's good. I mean, it's definitely a 4, but between that, the price, and And just the book, I mean, I cannot honestly recommend this to anybody. And I hate to do that, but I'm going to be an honest and fair person. So 2.75 on the story, and a 4 on the art. That's as best I can do for this one. Alright guys, that's your Redneck review from Robert. Thank you so much for listening in to us. Please leave us some comments and stuff in the description. Let me know what you think. I mean, I know if you're an Avengers fan, you might not like this review, but it's honest and from someone who's loved the Avengers for a while. Thank you so much, everybody. God bless.